welcome. It's me, Marls44, and I'm here with a new series on my channel. There's another new series kind of ish thing coming after this, but yeah, so I'm gonna be doing some Cardfight Vanguard deck profiles. I'll also be having some matches and stuff too, but this is gonna be the first thing I have based around it. Now, the reason I'm using Crayon Line, it's a simulator, battle simulator kind of thing for Cardfight Vanguard. You know, make your own deck, type it in here, blah blah blah. But yeah, you get my point. So, I don't know. No seal. I spelled no seal. Look, a guy, see? A guy. I don't even know him. Shadow Paladin, 7k. Restless Sea. Oh, it's like a Gojo. Okay, for Shadow Paladin. Alright. But yeah, that's not really what I want to talk about. What I'm trying to say is that I'm going to be doing deck profiles. These are the decks I want to make, and I'm like building towards kind of thing. Some of them I want to make. Some of them I just have them because I like playing with them, but I don't know if I'll ever make them. This is actually my main deck that I'm going to make. It's a Dragonic Overlord The End deck. So this is a deck profile of that. Basically, until I can complete my actual decks and stuff, I won't do the profiles of the actual cards, and I won't have card fights of the actual cards until I get close to it. So at around after my birthday, that's when I can do deck profiles and actually card fight people and record it like that. But for now, I'm going to use Crayon Line for both. I'll still use Crayon Line because it's fun to card fight with it. It's exactly the same. It's just the shuffling system is easier because stuff isn't stacked. It just randomly puts cards in places. Don't take that the wrong way. But yeah, so you know, I haven't gotten close yet. All I have is like the structure decks and a few extra cards for each deck. There's one of the decks that I don't. But yeah, so this is the first deck profile. This is the first deck I'm working on. The only things I don't think I'll have after my birthday will be the end cards. I might have one, but I don't think I'll have any. I'm pretty positive I'll have every other card I need. So first, let's begin with the grade zeros. Let's see. I start with Lizard Soldier Conroe, the best of them. In my opinion, everybody loves Conroe, though. So basically, when another unit from the same clan rides it, you move it back to a rear guard. You can move it to any of the rear guards, obviously, but back is probably the best. It's only a 5k. If they get grade locked, it's good to abuse that grade lock and just attack with Conroe as a rear guard first. But you know, it's only if they get grade locked. It's activate a skill during your main phase, counterblast 1, retire it, and you switch your deck for up to 1 grade less Kagero, grade 1 or less Kagero unit, and add it to your hand, so you can add Barri, your perfect guard, or Bahr, your AK booster, or Gojo if you need to drop something, or Aermo if you want to get those hits to drop and draw. You never know what you need. So yeah, I have one of him because obviously he's the starter. You only run? What? No, you only run one of your starters. Okay, so next for the grade zeros, I have 6 criticals, 4 Dracokids, and 2 Tahrs. Now, the reason I run 6 criticals is because I tried to run 7 and 5 draws. It didn't turn out well. I find that one extra draw helps you to get the end to really destroy your opponent, and it just really helps. So yeah, I play 6 and 6. So yeah, 6 criticals, 4 Dracokids, 2 Tahrs. Dracokids are awesome, so I don't run 4 Tahrs because of that reason. Dracokids are just awesome, and they're a freaking dragon with a gun. Who doesn't love it? And then I have 2 Monicas, Dragon Dancer Monica, and then I have 4 Gattling Claw Dragon. So its skill is Counterblast 1, put it into Soul. If you have a Kagero Vanguard, choose one of your opponent's grade 0 or less rear guards and retire it. So it's kind of good for sniping out those grade 0s at the beginning. If you get it, it's a nice one for that. It's kind of like a Seishin for the Kagero, although it's a trigger. But yeah, it's not a starter. But Conroe will help you restore your hand because of it. So, because of the skill. So that kind of works. And then I run 4 heal, because heals are necessary. They're like the best thing ever. And you can only run 4. So 4 Genjos. And now, 2D Grey 1s. I run 4 bars. So, reason 4 bars, they're your 8k vanillas, your 8k main base. And with the end, on top of Overlord, it can hit for 21, making the even 11k guys, 11k Vanguards, fear for their lives at a 15k minimum guard with no triggers being pulled. Then I run 4 Barris, perfect guards. So basically, when it goes into the guard circle, you drop a card from your hand, and the whole attack, that attack that just happened, is nullified. So really good. I run 4 because 4 is useful. I tried running 3 for like one other deck. It's the Majesty Lord Blaster deck. It didn't work out. I needed to run 4 because you can't depend on getting it. You really need to have as many as you can, and just, you know, get as many as you... The heck is that? Toy going off in the background. But yeah, you gotta have as many as you can, because they're all important. What if one goes to your damage zone? What if 2 go to your damage zone? What if all 4 go? No, that's like impossible. But you know, you want to have as many as possible to get them to stop the Vanguard attacks that are really threatening. Next up we have, where are you? Dragon Munch. Yes, Munch. Dragon Monk. My God, I was about to say it again. Dragon Monk Goku. Goku? No, it's not Goku. Gojo. So basically, you rest it, choose a card from your hand, drop it, and then you draw a card. So that's on your main phase. I run 2 because I find they're a little more helpful than Aermo, because Aermo is good when you just need to drop a card because of a twin drive check. Gojo's good when you really need to find a card, and it depends on everything for your attack. Like, if you don't find a grade 2, then you're screwed. So you can call Gojo, rest him, and hey look, grade 2. But it helps you, I find him better just because a lot of the time I find myself using him near the end of the game when I need to get a card that's very important, like a certain grade maybe. But yeah, so that's why I run 2 Gojos, and I also run 1 Aermo. Aermo is obviously, you know, dropping during your attack because you know you're gonna hit, and it's hard to hit as well late in the game. So if you pull him late in the game, he's not helpful, because it's gonna be really hard to hit your opponent, and you're not gonna want him to go for a rear guard because you want to push everything on the Vanguard to try and end the game. Going for the rear guard is useless, especially if there's no intercept. So that's what I find, because the intercepts do help a bit, but I find Assault on the Vanguard really works too. Of course, if the rear guard has something that's really threatening to you, like a Silent Tom or a Red Eye or something, that's going to be something you want to get rid of, but not when you're trying to finish the game. So Aermo's very good at the beginning of the game to scrap out those cards you don't need, and to find the ends to prepare for the ultimate attack later on in the game. And I also run 1 Heatnail Salamander when an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle. By the way, Aermo scale, totally forgot to say it. So basically, when an attack hits that it boosts, doesn't matter what, when it boosts, you drop a card and you get to draw. That's why it has to hit. So, and it's an auto thing. Obviously, you get to choose it, but yeah. Anyways, so Heatnail Salamander. When an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle this unit boosted a Kagero, you can choose one of your opponent's grade 1 rear guards and retire it. If you do, at the beginning of the end phase of that turn, return this unit to your deck and shuffle. So he's very good for sniping out those grade 1s you want to get rid of. I mean, I have someone else for that, but he's a nice little... He's good, especially since you're going to run 6 draw. If you're running out of deck, it's good to use him as well. And obviously, yeah, I find him good, but I don't use him too much. I use Kimnara more, and I'll show him right now. Demonic Dragon Mage, Kimnara. So you counterblast one, put into your soul. If you have a Kagero Vanguard, retire one of your opponent's grade 1 rear guards. Basically, Heatnail Salamander is a backup if you don't want to counterblast anything and you need to save it for the end and such. So yeah, he's good for that. He's good for sniping out the grade 1s when you want to save your counterblast for the end, and also he's good at sniping them out when they're a threat, obviously. that's what it's for. But yeah, if you don't want to, say you have 3 damage flipped face down, and you have 2 flipped face up, and then you want to attack with the end, and you have the end in the hand, and you want to Persona Blast, you're going to need to save those 2 counterblasts. So call Heatnail Salamander and attack the Vanguard, or the rear guard if you want to, and then the rear guard's dead. Now you retire the grade 1 that you need to retire. So you already retired 2 units on his side of the field, and now the end can strike. So it's kind of useful, but I don't find it as useful as Kimnara. So that's why I run one Heatnail Salamander and 3 Demonic Dragon Mage Kimnara. Alright, so now moving on to grade 2s. I run 4 10k vanillas, Nehalems. I don't run the Striker Dragon. I don't run any of those. Reason being, 1, it cannot attack no matter what. Yes, it gives you critical and plus 5,000 when a unit rides it, but for 1, it's hard to run it in the deck and then not get it. It's good to, you know, use Gojo or Aermo to scrap out that card, and get another card. But the problem I find with it is you lose drive check, and that's very important, especially because of the end. You want to get as many cards in your hand as possible so you can demolish the person. You need 2 of the ends in hand. And what if the end goes into the damage zone? You've already lost 1, and you only have 3 more in the deck. You don't want to take that risk. That's why I don't like that Striker Dragon thing. So you lose a drive check and everything. But, yeah. That's basically it. I also run 4 Burning Horns because, you know, Dragonic Overlord, the end, and the original one. All your grade 3s are Dragonic Overlord. Well, you know, it's just when this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard with Overlord in the same, it gets power plus 3,000 until the end of that battle. So it's going to be a 12k attacker once you ride your grade 3. It's a 12k attacker at all times. You boost that with Bahr, you got a 20k row, which is awesome, especially on the 10k Vanguards, which are kind of weak right now, just because of the fact a lot of 20k and 21k row attacks that you can make nowadays are very good. Not nowadays, but yeah, they've always been weaker just because of that 20k rows thing. So yeah, I run 4 of those. They're very good. I love them. And then I run... Oh! Okay. I run 2 Berserk Dragons. The reason I run 2 is if you have saved up Counterblast, because maybe you didn't pull the end or something, and there's a certain unit you really want to get rid of, maybe, or something, and you have like 2 of the ends in the damage zone, or 1's in the damage zone, and your other, I don't know, you can't find it, like, say you only have 1 on the field and you have none in your deck, you know, just Counterblast 2, when it's placed on Vanguard or rear, Counterblast 2, if you have a Kagura Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose one of your opponent's grade 2 or less rear guards, and you get to retire it. So, yeah, that goes bye-bye. So anything that's bothering you goes bye-bye. Bye-bye! Yeah. So yeah, I run 2 of those because, you know, it's good at... It's good when there's something bothering you as well. This deck is very good for taking out what threatens you, and then using the end to threaten your opponent. And they're just like, well, now everything that's threatening him is gone, and I still have the end in my face that's coming for 21, and I have to guard for like 15 every single time. Unless he has a Crossride, it's 10 the minimum. But, yeah, 15 minimum if it's 11k or 10k. Obviously, you have to get the Crossride off, so you have to have Overlord in the Soul, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's good. And then I run, obviously, 4 Overlords, because they're your grade 3 Vanguard that you ride first, and then you cross-ride the ends. I run 4 of the ends because of his Persona Blast. You know, Counterblast 2, choose a unit named Dragonic Overlord The End from your hand and discard it. When this unit attack hits, you may pay the cost. If you do, you get to stand it again. So you get a Twin Drive check, and you keep your Twin Drive check. It's not like Overlord where you Counterblast 3 and it can attack a rear guard, and then it stands again after it hits the rear guard, but then it loses Twin Drive. The End doesn't lose Twin Drive, so you can get rid of a rear guard that's annoying you with the End, and then attack the Vanguard, and who knows what you get on the Twin Drive check as well. And it's good, especially when, say, they Twin Drive 2 cards, and it's like, well, he needs that intercept to guard, so let's go for the intercept. Oh, look, Counterblast 2. Boom, attack your Vanguard. Done, I win. But yeah, that's always helpful. So, yeah, 4 Overlords and 4 of the Ends, because they're the base of the deck. They're the main cards of the deck, and if you don't run that, it's kind of... It's not your Overlord the End deck. Because then it'd be a totally different deck, right? But yeah, so that's about it. This deck profile was really long. Reason being because I explained some stuff at the beginning, so it took me a few minutes to get through that. The next one will be shorter. Shorter. Don't even know how I just said that, but whatever. Anyways, so thank you guys for joining me. Remember to like and comment. Also, remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I have Crayon Line videos, deck profiles, bat matches, a bunch of other stuff, Pokemon Wi-Fi battles, Let's Plays. I have a bunch of stuff going on. You know, you can check those out. And also, remember, there's nothing else, is there? But yeah, that's about it. So this is my Overlord The End deck. I hope you enjoyed it as well. It's a really good deck. I enjoy it. And yeah, that's really it. There's nothing else I could say. I feel like I had to say something else, but I don't know. Whatever. Alright, so that's about it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.